You may have seen in the Post-Gazette about the crisis at the Pittsburgh Water and Sewer Authority, an agency that is overseen by the mayor of the city of Pittsburgh, but is charged with ensuring that we have safe drinking water. I called it a crisis because that's exactly what it is. It's a crisis. Respected news sources like the Huffington Post and the Guardian have pointed out something that our local media are just now acknowledging, that the water crisis in Flint is not something that could happen in Pittsburgh, it's something that is happening in Pittsburgh. We know that for the past several cycles that our lead has tested above EPA guidelines. In fact, in January, our lead levels tested higher than Flint's. Now, I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just trying to bring this to everyone's attention. Something that I don't think Mayor Bill Peduto has done is pay attention to this crisis. I'm running for mayor because this is not just a crisis of lead and a crisis of health, but this is a crisis of trust. This is a crisis of leadership. This is a crisis of priorities. When I broke the story about how 3 PWSA board members resigned earlier this week, the mayor's office put out a press release exactly 1 hour after I put out my own release breaking the news story about how 3 PWSA board members resigned. The mayor's office put their own spin on an untenable situation. What I find is something that is repeated in administration, that rather than being proactive, they're reactive. Many people have talked about how Bill Peduto prioritized bike lanes. Now, while I like bike lanes, not many of us use them, but we all rely on safe and clean drinking water. So for me, it's a matter of priorities, and we can see now that his priorities are not our priorities. I am John C. Welch, the Democratic mayoral candidate, and I need you to vote for me on May 16th.